there, everybody. Sorry for the kind of silly name for this stream, but I am feeling kind of in a silly mood. And we're gonna be doing, I was sitting here thinking to myself, oh, I really want to do this kind of thing. Oh, but I also really want to do this kind of thing. Oh, but I also really want to do this kind of thing. So we're just gonna do a bunch of stuff tonight, and I think it's gonna be pretty quick and easy to get it done tonight. So I'm gonna hop into it. We're gonna do breakfast sausages, but we're also going to do, let me make sure that this actually isn't on a calendar before I blow one of my next streams. And then, oh, okay. All right. So, yeah, we're gonna do a couple things tonight. We're gonna do breakfast sausages, like as was advertised, and then we're also going to do kielbasas and link sausage. I think they're all pretty easy. Trying to use some of this pink clay that I accidentally made last time. Seeing if I can dull it down. Let's get my light better here. Ah, I can see. Can you guys see? I can see. So I'm not too worried about the clay being the proper color. We'll start with the kielbasas, but I'm not too worried, like I said, with this being the proper color because we're going to tint it with chalk pastel. And get it to that more orangey red color that they are. So like I said, I made this awful. It's like a fuchsia. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it is pink. Wrong color for what I was doing last week. So I added a little bit of chocolate brown to it, and we're gonna dulled it down quite a bit. I'm gonna shape these first. Gotta break out the calculator. Or 0.13 inches would be an eighth. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody have a good weekend? nice weekend. I feel like I didn't get as much done. Like I said, I'm constantly busy, and feel like I'm never getting as much done as I could. What am I caught on? Something's weird with my light. Something's weird with my light. Is that good for you guys? Maybe it's just what I'm saying. Okay, alright. Anyway. Never getting enough done during the weekend. But I got a lot of important things done, and I got to go to a dollhouse show this weekend, which was nice. I had never heard of this one. And it's like 40 minutes from my house. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's okay. And like I said, I got notification of it from another mini friend. They're like, "Are you going?" And I was like, I've never even heard of this place. So just decided to hop in the car and go. And it was cute. It was small. No pun intended. But it was not, it wasn't put together by a mini group. It's put together by like the local women's club. Not a terrible amount of artisan work there. Seemed like it was more like yard sale-esque in style. It was fine. It was good to get out of the house. And I got to see my friend Monica. So I was very grateful to go. Bought myself a couple of pieces, and it's going to be part of my Patreon post later for anybody who is or wants to be a Patreon supporter. Those pictures will be on there. Also pictures of a sewing project I've been working on. Well, I worked on and finally finished for another friend. He gave me permission to post pictures of that. And some updates to my other mini project that I've been working on. And again, if you are a patron on my Patreon, you get like fun little gifts here and there and extra promo codes to use on my Etsy and things like that. So there are benefits besides just, extra content. So yeah, that stuff will be up. I'm trying to hopefully get it done by tonight. I've been kind of slacking on the social media pages, but mostly because I've been preoccupied with other things. Sheerly not out of laziness, as much as I would like to blame that. Just remember that I forgot to switch over the laundry. See if the hubby will do it. Hi, how are you? Arachne, like spiders. I like that name. Yes, there is a Greek myth how the spider came to be because she said she could outweave, was it Athena? And Athena said no. And turned her into a spider. We studied Greek myth in school, in one of my gifted and talented classes. Always enjoyed Greek myth. Basically, I mean, any of those stories can be boiled down to human thinks they can do something better than a god, and God says no. Right? Like, in any mythos, pretty much. I like it. Very cool. It's not a very popular one. You always hear, like, the Persephone myths or the Zeus myths or things like that, but Arachne is a really good one. What brings you to the stream? Also a miniaturist. Oh, cool. Thing for spiders. Had tarantulas at one point. They are cool. I like spiders. I don't know that I could hold a tarantula. I understand that they are absolute sweet animals. Not sure I'm quite there. But I don't mind them being in my house. I don't like bugs, but spiders are cool by me. That's really neat. Miniaturist, do you make? Do you sell? Tell me. All about you. Do I know you? Have I met you? Make, don't sell much. My Etsy is mostly for other miniature. Cool. Work in fantasy horror, 1/12 scale, and worked in other scales as well. Very cool. Fantasy horror is becoming very popular. That's neat. Drop your link and I'll be happy to check you out. Yeah. Check out what you sell for other miniaturists, but if you've got an Instagram too, I'd be happy to check that out too. We could be friends. Sorry, I am like, I don't know, I'm in a weird mood. I watched like way too much anime this weekend, and the Crafty Goblin Girl, I love that. We watched Your Name, so here's the thing. We started off, my husband and I, watching Don't Look Up yesterday, and then we followed that with Your Name, which, I had less feels than my husband did about that one. It was good. It was very good, but it was... I just look over at him at one point and he goes, "It's sad." I'm like, "Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's sad. But I'm not, hold on. I need to wait until the end to see if this continues to be sad." It was good. And then we watched My Neighbor Totoro just before my stream started. So if I start humming the Totoro theme, I apologize. That one was cute. And I am just May. That's just... This is my first time watching Totoro, and it was adorable. And all I could think of was, oh no, that's me. I'm a stubborn 4-year-old who likes to go play in the woods. My favorite line in that entire movie has to be, "Oh look, a stupid bucket." I just... lucky you. My stepson will not watch anime because he thinks all anime is the same. So we're trying to figure out how we can lure him into watching it. Slowly. That's so sweet. Very cool, though. I actually processed into, right, that's the verb, processed into my wedding to, oh no, you're good. Hello, husband. There's 6, 8, 10, 12. Who is Grizzleclaws? Oh my gosh, I just got a new follower on Twitch and Instagram by the name of Grizzle Claws, and that is cool. Grizzly Claws? What is that? Come back. Grizzly Claws. That is a cool name. Everybody's got really cool names. Sausages. What am I working on to put the sausages in? So I have 6 houses, and I've been working on stuff for my general store, but I am also making stock to sell, because I too have an Etsy. And this whole winter season I've been working on meats and fish. But I didn't really do any like poultry, so I think I'm gonna come back to this at some point and make some poultry products too. But we did salami and bologna and ham and herring, mackerel, salmon, and trout, and jerky, a couple other things. Oh no! Long story short, I'm making them for both my dollhouses and my Etsy. Thanks. Okay, well, that's fine. So we're gonna do kielbasas and breakfast sausage and link sausage tonight. Yes, I will be streaming probably until 10:30, as long as my camera holds up. So you are welcome to trickle in and out. I'll be here. Well, thank you. If you can't, I still appreciate you stopping in for a little bit. Thank you so much for coming and showing interest. And hopefully you'll catch me again. I actually kind of like this color. I might not tint it much. You need one of those cycling image reels of your work in the corner. I was trying desperately to get help setting up a fancier look for my stream because I feel like it's very boring. But the person I reached out to at New Year's told me he was working on it, and then I never heard from him again. So I'm kind of SOL on that, unfortunately, because I really don't know anyone else who knows how to set them up or set up anything on Twitch. Yeah, but I would love to have some sort of like border or something kind of like interactive like that, like picture cycling, or even like a count of how many products that I've gotten done. If there was like a code I could type in the chat that would update that every time I typed it or somebody else typed it. Hi, Nexus. No, not earrings. I would very much appreciate that if you do figure something out. I don't have the patience for that kind of thing. Arachne, meet Nexus, Nexus, meet Arachne. Nexus is constantly in my chat, and Nexus Arachne is a new viewer, also a miniaturist. Need a better wheelie chair, that's what I need. Yeah, I don't have the patience for, or the time at this point. I'm working on so many other things. Would think I was just applying for a job, I just want to display my crap in someone else's building so I can gain, well, that's the thing. Yeah, they're taking it very seriously. It's art. Nexus is trying to display some of her work in a local library, and they want an entire write-up of everything that this project has meant to her and how she did it, and titles for everything, and it's very serious business. Yeah. She asked me to look at some of it last week, and I was like, this is too much. This is just a little bit too much. There's that one. Don't mind my beat up hands. I don't know if this is happening anywhere else. My husband and I tried to go do adult things this weekend and go get new pillows, and like, now we didn't scour the world, but like our local house shop area, I will not name names, but it has 3 Bs in it. It was completely out of pillows. It was so weird. Okay, you take your time. Just so confused. Like, why is there a pillow shortage right now? Or, I don't know if you can tell a difference between those colors. Gonna try to show you though. That's the one I tinted. It's got a little bit more of an orange to it. I think that's much better. Yeah. Well, they tell you on the pillow package what they're meant for if you're a side sleeper or back or belly sleeper now, which is great. I don't know if they've always done that, but they should have. But I don't know how to find one for people like me. See the tinting, not sure it's completely needed, but it, as an added detail I like. Thank you, I appreciate that. I think, like, on my end, they're just a little too red. When I think Kielbasa, I think more of like an orangey, rusty kind of color. Just bring down that red a little bit. So you specialize in 1/12. Cooked or uncooked? Smoked. Kielbasa. Let me go back. Fantasy horror scale. That is really cool. Do you have an Instagram that you're willing to share? Are you Grizzly Claws? You're not Grizzly Claws, right? Very cool. I would love to see them. It's my personal, not very business-like. That's fine. What a cool name! Everybody's got such cool names today. Gonna follow you. Ooh, your pictures are so fancy. How cute! Very cool. Just quick glancing at that. Very cool stuff. Oh, very cool. Good for you. Congratulations on that achievement. That would be fun. I'm working on getting my name in with name right now. I have to write an article on myself, which is like the hardest thing to do. Yeah, they're, I can write. I just don't like writing about myself. So, it's, yeah. It's like the one thing holding me back is that I'm not quite sure what to say. I've got, like, a lot to talk about. I just don't know what people would want to hear or read. Thank you. Okay, thanks. Thanks for checking in. Hopefully you can stop back in. Yeah, I can write. Not when I want to. She's a lurker too. Yeah, so pretty nice weekend. Everybody's been like getting ready for snow around here, and I keep looking at the weather. There's no snow in the forecast. I don't know what everybody's panicking about. Just trying to get a font is causing me stress. Like a font for your Times New Roman, always. You don't need anything fancy. This isn't a 6th grade PowerPoint. Getting there? Getting there with what? Oh, your CV. Good, 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 good. Oh, goodness. This weekend coming up, I need to really buckle down and get ready for this upcoming show that I'm doing in Delaware. Really need to prep. Not that I'm going to be like re-upping stock. I had thought about it, but I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. And now that I'm not doing the sewing project I did, I'll be able to focus on making minis again. Poor sir. Both his humans are not in the same room, and now he's sad. Made some headway with my miniatures directory too, which is great. When I went to this show, I went around to each table and advertised my miniatures directory and asked them if I could take a business card and put them on my site. And almost every single vendor said yes, which was great. One said she would think about it, which I don't know why she wouldn't want that, but you know, to each their own. I spent yesterday evening typing that all up. So if you go to my blog, which is blueberryminiatures.wordpress.com, and then in the pages at the top, you can go to the free miniatures directory and you can see who I've added. And I don't want to add anybody to the site unless I ask them specifically, because I feel like that is, you know, it's not really my business to be taking their information and putting it on my website without their permission, so it goes. Kielbasa. Probably part of the cartel. Well, I can't assume. Maybe she just doesn't want extra business. not ASMR. Taking some tan and some beige. Gonna mix them all up. Make some breakfast sausages and some link sausages. You think like 8 breakfast sausages to a pack. And then we'll do like 8 link sausages on a string. Beans and weens. Yep. Oh, I think this week is Try a Trend Tuesday. So I've got this social calendar and it keeps me on track for what I'm supposed to be posting on social media. And it's pretty much the same each week. So like Monday is a motivation, something that motivates me this week, or what kind of motivation I'm in. Like last week was rage motivation. Or like when I get a good review on my Etsy or something like that. Tuesday is either Take Me Back Tuesday or Try a Trend Tuesday. I hope it's Try a Trend because I've got one that I need to get a clip of. And I think it would make you nervous, Nexus. Wednesday is a work in progress Wednesday, so what is going on behind the scenes, kind of like a progress report. Thursday is stream theme. Friday is shop update. Saturday is usually my Patreon stuff or any other updates that I need to make, and Sunday is all about the stream. So like that I am streaming, what I streamed about, what I made and stuff like that. Too dang organized. Well, if I'm not, I won't do it. Keeps me on track. Breakfast sausages is small. Teeny tiny little sausages. And they're like small. Teeny tiny. Should I put an image onto CVs? CVs are usually words. What do you mean, like like a picture of yourself? Like an artist's picture? One of your pieces? I don't think it's necessary if you're already like putting pictures of your pieces or submitting pictures of your pieces. Any CVs that I've ever seen never had pictures. But I've only ever seen like academic CVs. Calidia. Why? Is that the font? Oh, okay. That's not too crazy. Woo! Go you! You're done. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 40 more to go. Oh, more than 40 because I'm making 48. Okay. Because I make stuff for me too. What else cool happened? I met Farm to Deck Minis. I want to get her name right. Deck to Farm Minis this weekend at the show, and I saw Kathy Miller at the show, and Kathy Miller is the she runs Philadelphia Miniatura, so it was good to see and catch up with her, and saw my friend Monica, and that was really nice. Got to sit and chat for a really long time. She's going out to Chicago, so hopefully I'll get to catch up with her then too. And she's coming, well, hopefully she'll come to the Delaware show, as she is pretty local to that. It was nice. Got to see a lot of people, got to talk to a lot of people. Yay! Congratulations! Loud. Alright, let's see. Need to pull up my reference picture. Breakfast sausage? Pretty breakfast sausage to me. Yeah, I got a lot of boo-boos. I work for a living. Got 1, 2, 3. That's a broken blood vessel. That's also a broken blood vessel. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a paper cut. 9, 10. A lot. I got a lot. We were carrying a lot of pots this week at work, and just Just kept beating up my hands. Had to go find my gloves. And then because it's cold and kind of dry, my hands crack. So I'm using a mix of 3 kind of color browns here. These 3. I'm kind of dabbing in and getting a mix. Oops. Oh, they look like breakfast sausages to me. It is. Like, I can't even place that color. I was looking at my computer and going, is it green? Is it brown? Is it gray? Is it all of those things? It's probably all of those things. Like, it's not a very natural... Breakfast sausage particularly is not a very natural color. Especially if you get like the, and I hate to name drop, but we get like, they're like the cook them in the skillet for 5 minutes kind of thing. Like you can microwave them kind of breakfast sausages. Brown and serves. They come out of the box such an ugly color. My brain that was raised with like mostly all natural meat just stares at it and goes, I don't understand why it's this color. It's like the color that beef turns when you leave it in the fridge a day too long. Yeah. Which is why I'm kind of going with like this zombie brown green thing color that I got going here. It's turning out good, it looks like it. Not gonna lie, brown and serves are good on like a quick dinner kind of night though. Just scrambled eggs and brown and serves and toast. Call it a day. Let's see, what else did I do? I pulled like all of my tax information this weekend for tax season, and I have no idea how we're gonna file this year because we got married this year, I changed jobs this year, I switched insurance 3 times, and I started Blueberry Hollow, and I don't, like, I took accounting classes when I was in my panic backup mode of what the heck am I going to do as a career. So, like, but that doesn't, things change so frequently, and there's a lot to know, so I didn't register all of it in my brain, but I can do QuickBooks. Like, that's a thing I can do. But, like, just, I don't know what forms and what information I'm gonna need as a sole proprietorship. So, hopefully my accountant can help me out. Rob says the guy that we usually get to do our taxes used to make house calls before the pandemic. Hopefully he is willing to come out, help me out with that. Huh. So they received my So they received your application, nothing like taking it to the wire. Well, that's good. What's this about snow? It's snow. Like they keep saying it's going to snow, but it's not supposed to rain until tomorrow afternoon, and by then it's going to be 55 degrees, so I don't know what everybody is panicking about. Look, have some sausages. Yes, I will keep you updated. Can't really see the color. There you go. That's a nice sausage color. I want to get these done tonight. I really want to get these done. I'm awake and I want to get them done. They're very tedious though. If I can get 3 products into the shop this week, then I'll feel really good about myself. Still trying to catch up. I've been commissioned to make more Chinese lanterns. But I haven't had the time to work on them, so hopefully I can just blitz through them this week too. Yeah, I don't know, everybody's like, they're throwing salt and brine and people are panicking. It was supposed to snow yesterday and it's not gonna snow. And honestly, at this point, I hope it doesn't snow, because we've had such a mild winter that if we have any sort of freeze or frost, well, heavy, like, frost or snow at this point, and everything that is broken dormancy gets, like, frozen over, we'll have a really crappy fruit season. And that means higher prices from local growers, because there will be fewer yields. Now you know. That's my soapbox. Everybody gets all excited about, like, oh, early spring and mild winters. Yeah, and they complain about all the bugs that happen during the summer. And the high prices of peaches and blueberries. They don't take that mild winter into account. I'll get off my soapbox now. It just infuriates me. Like, nope, I'm not done. Because we need snow, we need the cold, we need that kind of thing for what is called stratification, or cold hours, or chill time. Like, we need that for we need plants to be dormant for a certain number of hours so that they can produce flowers and thusly fruit throughout the season. If they don't get that kind of time, then we don't get the crops we need. But if we continue to have 60 to 70 degree days in the middle of February, everything's going to break dormancy, and the moment we get a freezer of snow, we're screwed. Now I'm done. There's your lesson for the day. Plant science. Oh no, I know we can have freezes until the end of May. I have seen hailstorms that have ruined fields in the middle of May. I know how bad it can be. I've had hailstorms almost ruin my summer job. Hold on, Nexus, you might remember this. I'm having a vivid memory of a very slushy, awful Easter in the early to mid 90s. Do you recall one of those? I got sick. I remember it being gross. I remember it being Easter. I remember having projectile vomit all over the bathroom. Pretty sure it was Easter. I remember when Easters used to be cold. Stand outside in your Easter dress, freezing your butt off, but having to go find all the eggs, and now I'm out there in a tank top. Yeah. I remember one being particularly miserable. I went grocery shopping today, was reminded that Easter is coming up. Started mentally panicking. I've got time. Easter's in April. Oh, I've got to make a lot of potato salad. That's what Easter is. Okay, you go. I don't think you feel the cold when you're young, but like looking back, you know you were cold. Oh, I just realized I was not on camera. I am so sorry. in there. Should probably keep them in groups of 8 so I know how many I've made. Only 2 groups. That's alright. Plenty of time. Alright, let's try to make some. I'm going to finish enough for another group, and then we're going to make some link sausages. I don't think I'm going to meet my goal tonight, but that's okay. It is okay. Did set the bar high, and next week I don't have as much, so if I don't get to link sausages tonight, I will just make them next week. Next week we are doing summer sausage, which is kind of like salami, but instead of a white exterior has a black exterior, and it's really good. I really like summer sausage. Actually, I think instead of stressing myself out about said link sausages, I am just going to push them off until next week. We're going to finish the breakfast sausages tonight. Sound good? Sound good. 3 things, too high. Plus, I think I want to pick up something for that this week at a craft shop. We're just going to do breakfast sausages. Always nice to dream big, but has to be realistic. Alright. 4 more sets. Stretch time. How we doing? All good? Alright, 30 more. How many do I need? 28? Nope. 8 times 4, 32. Ooh! Just gonna do it. Don't like having to make coffee in the morning or waking up to do dishes. No, I don't think anybody does. Though they have coffee makers that you can set on a timer. So all you have to do is prep the coffee the night before and it'll make it in the morning. Our coffee maker does that, but my husband doesn't take advantage of it. I get more time to sleep in the morning. That's good for me. I wake up at 6:20. I'm out the door at 6:50. Your coffee maker doesn't have that option, Nexus? I'm surprised. Sounds like a birthday present to me. I meditate on my way to work. I also eat on my way to work. I get a lot of time to zone out at work too, which is nice. Not that I'm not thinking of what I'm doing, but sometimes we are set to like very tedious mind-numbing tasks, like move pots or plant, and the machine puts the soil in the pots, just keeps whirling, or people are talking in Spanish and I don't understand, so I don't really tune into the conversation. It's good. Get to just kind of zone out. think about what I'm doing for the day when I get home. Oh, good. Oh, that's another cool thing that happened this week. So, Andy from Trial Size Dove Bar reached out to me, saying that she didn't know that I streamed. I guess I didn't come up on her algorithm or whatever, but it was really nice that she had reached out. She goes, I didn't know you were a streamer. We should set something up so we can dual stream together. I was like, I don't know how to do that, but I would love to. Her work is really cool. She does a lot of scenes for sale. She did one that's like all books. It's gorgeous. Really wonderful pieces of work. So, we're going to try to set something up with that. Hopefully sometime in the future. Check her out. It's, she is... Let me find her link so I type it in right. Trial Size Dove Bar on Instagram. Her stuff is super cool. I met her at Philadelphia Miniatura. And yeah, it's really neat having another artist reach out and be like, hey, we should collab. So that was my cool thing of the week. Yeah. She seems super nice. 3 more groups. Just realized I'm not sure how I'm going to display these. Don't have a lot of space on my display box. Figure it out. I'll figure it out. Maybe I have to get another pegboard display at some point. Younger people into this now. I think younger people have always been into it. It's just a matter of knowing about the shows and the shops and things like that. Like there's plenty of people that are into tiny things and just don't know that it's a hobby. You know. At the show that I was at, median age was probably 50. Maybe 15%, anywhere from 7 to 35, and then maybe 40%, 55 and up. But, like, the show that I went to doesn't have a Facebook group, doesn't have a website. Like, if you didn't know about it through Name or Igma or other miniature people that were going, you didn't know about this thing. Which is weird because it was the 42nd annual show for this group, and it was in a church, like, assembly room, very small, 15-20 vendors. It just kind of very odd. But like I said, that's why I'm kind of doing this. This is exactly why, actually, that I'm doing the free miniaturist directory, because if you weren't in the know, you didn't know. You had no idea. Any shows I've heard of in New Jersey are all in North Jersey or Philadelphia Miniature, but like, you're not hearing about these shows. Nobody's letting it be known. Nobody wants to get a Facebook group started. Nobody wants to, like, spend on advertising. It's bonkers to me. And then they complain that nobody knows about the show and nobody comes. So, I don't know. You can't have it both ways. Like I tell my son, you can't be upset that you don't know something, and then you can't be and at the same time be upset when I try to explain it to you. Like, you can pick one of those things. You can either be upset that people don't know about it, you can be upset that people knew about it and didn't come. Yeah. Yes. But, like, a lot of the kids are up for doing the social media thing. It's just a matter of giving us an allowance to do it. Finding somebody who is interested in promoting. Heck, every kid younger than me wants to be a social media influencer in some way, so just, like, give them charge of your Facebook account and call it a day. Like, and that's something they can put on their resume later in life. Oh, I was in charge of the social media page for this group and helped organize the advertisement for their shows. Right? Like, even if they're not into miniatures, just give them charge of something. Like, one lady I was talking to there, who I have to talk to her in Chicago. She said she wanted to talk more. But she was like, you're just gonna put together a directory? I said, yeah. She's like, shouldn't we compensate you? I was like, I don't care to be compensated for this. Like, this is me giving back to the community that has given me so much. I don't want anything for this. That's the point. And if I ask for compensation, then that's defeating the purpose of it being a free directory. Like, I just want people to know about it. I don't need to be paid for it. One of the ladies kind of negged me about it. I was like, hey, I'm putting this together and I was really wondering if I could take your business card and put your information up on my website. And she was like, people have tried to do this before. I'm like, yep. Have they? Have they done so successfully? She's like, no, but there's another lady who's doing this with maker's marks. And I was like, cool, not what I'm doing. I said it nicer, but it was, it was very much, she was like, are you sure you want to try to get into this? And I was like, yep. She's like, that seems like a lot of work. And I'm like, It's not. It's putting people's names on a website page and making it accessible. Oh, well, maybe you should reach out to this lady here. She might be, I'm like, I'm thank you. Sure. And then I just, walked away. She's like, I will give you the information, I will give you my card, but, other people have tried to do it. I'm like, okay, cool. How often do they update it? How often are they keeping a social media presence? How much time are they spending on it? How devoted to the project are they? How savvy are they with the internet and advertising it? I am not, but I am willing to learn. And I am online every day to be able to update it as soon as I get information. I didn't tell her, I didn't give her a piece of my mind, I almost did, but I was trying to work my charm. She was just one of those people that just was immune to it. Just telling Monica how I got a backstage pass, and she goes, yeah, you must have done it with your charm and smile and cunning and wit. And I was like, what? What? Me? Manipulative? No. Said if my only manipulation is being genuinely interested in what somebody has to say, then so be it. Good for me. Hate that at some point my paintbrush gets to a point where it will not take on more pigment. I have to clean it off. It just won't pick up more dust, and I don't know if it's the particle, the like dust, the chalk dust size or what. Use what you need to get what you... Use what you have to get what you want. Like I said, if my manipulation comes in the form of that I am genuinely interested in what people have to say and allow them a space to speak, then I don't see a downside to that. Trial size dove bar. What? I was looking at the link from the girl who was on earlier. She has fun stuff. No, not trial size dove bar. Arachne. Who is gremlin something. I have her link up too. Or did. Yeah, she's got some cool stuff. Really neat. But I think the girl that was on or the person that was on earlier, they have on their Etsy mostly stuff that other people make. Both are interesting. Both are fun and interesting. Yeah. I love finding new miniatures. I love when they stumble on my page. Love when I can make new friends. Almost done. So I've been off soda for the last, since Wednesday, and I've yet to get a caffeine headache. It's bizarre. Because anytime I've quit soda in the past before, I had a 3-day long headache. So I don't know what that's about. Oh no, I'm fine. I haven't had a headache, which is weird. Like in the past when I quit soda, I did. And I haven't had one yet, so I'm not sure what's going on. So what's up with you, Nexus? We got like 45 more minutes before my camera decides that it's done for the night. You went to a show this week. Not a show, but a big club meeting, right? crunching and things to get done. Big gather, yes, it was really good. I just talk, I can't do the projects in that kind of setting. Wasn't a project I could devote time to. Very picky about what I want to make. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't mind doing round tables and things like that, where it's a quick project and I can get up and walk away, and usually I can be left to my own devices at the round table because somebody else needs a lot more attention. But like, I don't know, big projects. I like doing minis by myself, typically. Or in a setting where, like this, where I don't necessarily have to talk, but I can. Or, like, if Rob has company over and they're playing cards or whatever, I will like bring a project that I can work on and just be around people while I'm working on it, but not necessarily also doing minis with somebody else. I don't know. But it is kind of like a me thing, so I get the camaraderie that happens when you're in a group and doing like the same project. I've always wanted to try doing one of those, like, I know Dollhouse Miniatures does it, where they put out a kit and you have to use the kit to make a scene and you enter it into a competition and all that. That seems cool to me, but I just don't have the money to or space to be able to do that. Like, I don't know what I'd do with it when I'm done. And it would take me so much longer than like a year, you know? It is smart marketing, but you do get like money prizes. Or like gift certificates, which I guess you would just use towards your next kit. The heck is he watching? Tell you what, it's not Forrest Gump. That's my husband's go-to movie when he can't figure out what else he wants to watch. He just puts on Forrest Gump. I swear we've seen Forrest Gump at least 7 times in the past 2 weeks because they just put it back on Netflix. And every time we go through the same conversation where I'll be like, man, this movie has a great soundtrack. Or I'll be like, you think so? And I'll say, probably the best soundtrack ever. Some might say the best soundtrack in the world. And I am one to agree with it. And that is the conversation every single time. I'm just gonna record it the next time I say it. However, I did not see that movie until I started dating him, and I did not know the ending. And nobody warned me. Like, somehow I escaped all of the spoilers of that movie. And I did not cry, but I did sit there for a long time going, wait a second. Yeah, I was right. Poor Jenny. Yeah. Jenny was his girl. I asked my husband who his Jenny was. He goes, oh, you. And I was like, oh, no. That was a trick question. No. Jenny's a mess of a human being. I don't subscribe to that definition, thanks. He's like, but you're my girl. And I'm like, still no. Oh, the tired is setting in. And on. Tired. There. 3 more. Tick, tick, tick. Oh, dang it. Okay, that's fine. We got 2 more. We're almost done. Alright. So, for those of you lurking, listening, and tuning in, my name is Bailey Carr Zimmerman. I am the owner of Blueberry Hollow Miniatures. I have been collecting miniatures for over 20 years, and over the past 2-3-ish years, I have started making and selling. I am a streamer, a blogger, a writer, a lot of things. If you want to check out any of my previous, if you are watching this on Twitch and you want to check out any of my previous videos, you can check out my YouTube if you look up Blueberry Hollow Miniatures, and the same goes for if you are watching this on YouTube and want to watch me live. I stream 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time to about 10:30 Eastern Time on Sundays. I also do super streams, which are 3-day-long streams, and hopefully the next one will happen in March. Or not have much I got. Okay. If you want to check out any of my writing, my blog is blueberryhollowminiatures.wordpress.com, and if you are a miniaturist and are interested in joining my free miniaturist directory, no cost to you, no cost at all, no catch, no, catch-22, nothing like that. I just am trying to collect miniatures, enthusiasts, shows, and clubs where we can all, find one another. You can use my blog to go to my free miniatures directory and submit your information there, and I will put it on the list. You can check out my Facebook and Instagram. That's Blueberry Hollow Miniatures. My TikTok is Blueberry Hollow Minis. And if you'd like to support me... Oh, wait, my Etsy. My Etsy is Blueberry Hollow Minis as well. And if you are looking to support me in one way or another, if you are not interested in buying but are still interested in supporting Blueberry Hollow Minis, you can join my Patreon, which is Blueberry Hollow Miniatures, or the URL is patreon.com/user?U=848-18555. And if you didn't catch any of that, you can go to my link tree, which is linktr.ee/Blueberry Hollow Miniatures, and on there you can email me or access any of my links that I just discussed. Let's see, next week, because we did not get to the link sausage today, we're going to do link sausage and summer sausage. And I think that's the end of our meats, which is cool. We made a lot of meat. But not enough, because I didn't do like any poultry. So that'll be its own thing maybe next year. Just gonna keep on keeping on. Alright, let's make sure I made enough. 3, 6, 8, 3. Out. 3, 6, 8, 3, 6, 8, 3, 6, 8, 3, 6, 8, 3, 6, 8, 3, 6, 8, 3, 6. Cool. And we'll package 2 kielbasas per. So what do we think for costs for these? Nexus, you got any idea? I'm putting 2 kielbasas per package and then 8 breakfast sausages per package. I'm thinking, I don't know, 5 for the kielbasas and maybe the same for the breakfast sausages. So it'll be And then a package of 8. Yeah, just loose. Like I did the jerky, just loose. I don't really have like a design for packaging yet. I might in the future. And at that point I'll probably go a little bit higher because that'll take me longer. But I'm thinking 5 for both. Took me a little bit of time to make those tiny sausages. Yeah, I've seen people make them. I just don't know how. I think I got through everything. Let me... oh, at the end of the month, my blog will be updated with, actually it might be updated Tuesday, depending on what I can get done this week, and depending on how free I am. Okay, yeah, 5 is good. That's what I thought. Alright, well, I'm gonna put these in the oven, but, yes, so my blog will be updated at the end of the month, like I said prior, but if you are new, this year what I am doing is I am deep diving into the hollows and kind of their origin stories, stories that my grandmother told me about them or wrote about them, and just kind of seeing some of the discrepancies and seeing some of the fun little facts that I pull from it, or any information that I have otherwise of the hollows. So that'll be updated. My calendar will be updated this week. And like I said, I think I'm gonna try to get more of these Lunar New Year's lanterns done, because I've got a commission to do them. And yeah, they seemed pretty popular. So that's what I got going on. The Hollows being the Hollows being the village that I have, because Blueberry Hollow stems off of what my grandmother had called Blackberry Hollow, which was her dollhouse and the stories that came out of it. So yes, busy always. But if I'm not busy, the brain demons get me. No, I fall asleep. Like, if I'm not doing something, I'm sleeping, and I don't like that, because nothing gets done then, so I'd rather just be busy. Like, my stepson asked me the other day, he goes, "Do you ever relax?" And I said, "How do you define relaxing?" Because I define it differently than you. It's like, do I ever get a chance to just, like, sit and doodle? Not really. But do I get a chance to do the things that I enjoy? Yeah. Get like an hour to myself after work. So, anyway, but I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's stream. I enjoyed making this stuff. It turned out pretty cute. I think the color is really good on these tiny breakfast sausages. And the kielbasa. I have been very impressed with my coloring skills this year, except for the horrendous pink I made last week. Ugh. But I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight, and I hope to see you next week when we make summer sausages and link sausage. Have a great week, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.